Alright y'all, today we're going to be looking at some of the parts that are going to go into this motor, so y'all check it out.
Alright, the shop's still a mess. I'm going to clean it up some in the morning. But I'm going to show you most of the parts that are going in this motor or have went in this motor. I don't have a lot of room to lay everything out, but so I'm trying to get the part numbers. I put cam bearings, they're Jegs brand. I believe they were King bearings. You can see the part number there. Along with Jegs brand rod bearings and Jegs brand main bearings. I think I could have reused the bearings, but I believe the total for the whole engine bearing set was around $55. Here's a straight edge. I'm using that to check the block deck as well as the cylinder heads. That came from Amazon, as well as this gasket set. It is the lower gasket set for an LS engine. It is the Benos brand. It actually looks to be pretty good. The price of the gasket set was $49.95, where a comparable Pro was $142. You can see it has the front cover, the rear cover, the oil pan gasket, what would go to an oil cooler. It's just a block off plate on this motor. The timing cover, not timing cover, that would be the front cover, but the water pump gaskets, the front cover gasket, and the rear main seal. So really a pretty good value for your money, I do believe. We'll see how well they go in. I have a set of valve stem gaskets, not necessary, but they were relatively inexpensive, and providing the slim chance that this motor lives, could be a good investment. I am putting a new timing camshaft retainer plate. Here's the part number. This is for the earlier style plate without the countersunk holes. My plate, the gasket on it, on the back of it, that gasket, was completely flat. So I felt it was best to use a new plate. Relatively inexpensive, but everything does add up. But that is a place I didn't want to skimp, because if that gasket leaks, you're going to lose oil pressure to the motor. The reason I got the timing, keep saying timing, it's getting late, guys, but the cam retaining plate with the non-tapered holes, because I'm going to install the no drill, trick flow specialties, LS2 timing chain dampener. The kit comes with the dampener as well as the bracket, even though the picture online only shows the bracket. What else do we have here? I have a pickup, which came with the O-ring. That fits a 1998 Z28 or any Camaro that came with an LS1. I am installing an F-body pan. The pickup came from Summit Racing. The pan came from Rock Auto. Prices were fairly comparable between the two. On the pickup, the pan was much cheaper from Rock Auto. Shipping was cheaper with Summit, since I was buying some other items, so I went with Summit. As you can see, I've ordered this kind of pieced it together over a few months here. Got some comp cams checking springs. There's the part number. Ordered this part number, not the 2-spring set, as the 2-spring set was like $9.99, where you can get the same part number except for the last digit there. The 2-spring set is $9.99. These single springs are $1.99 a piece. We use that when setting up the valve setting up the valve train. I have 2 of those. I have a Cloy's 3220. It's listed as a heavy duty timing chain. Nothing special here. It's just a 3-bolt hole. Comes as a complete set for, I believe that one came from Amazon for $29.95 or somewhere around there. Got some plastic gauge left over from where I set the bearing clearance. A plug set from Jegs. The only plugs I really needed was the pressed-in plugs. By all means, you can reuse these threaded plugs. I needed this one pressed-in plug, and I needed this barbell, as I feel that is an important piece to replace. I did have the part number wrote down for the single plug, but it was not economical to buy that, as the plug was somewhere like $4.99, and this barbell was $7.99, and you can buy this whole kit. There's the part number for $14.99. Just those 2 pieces alone cost the same or slightly more than the 2 pieces individual. If I had this to do over with, I would probably get a better timing chain and not buy the dampener. I think you can get a double roller timing chain for about $100 from Summit. For head gaskets, I will be using GM. They are AC Delco. They are the LS2 gaskets. LS9 would be a better choice. I felt these would meet my needs though. Then moving on to some more of the valve train, I've got a Summit Racing. It's a stage 2 naturally aspirated camshaft. Got the cam card here somewhere. I think it fell off the back here. Not enough space, but it is a 226 238 on a 113 advanced 4 degrees, 600 lift, if I recall correctly. These head gaskets where they're straight. Don't want them. All right, so got those. Then the camshaft. I do have a set of Summit Racing lifters and trays right here. It comes with a set of 16 lifters. There's the LS7 style lifters. It comes with the retaining hardware for the trays. These trays, I was kind of worried if one of those cracks, a lifter will spin around on you and mess up a cam. Push rods are probably eventually going to get installed, but that's a later thing. I've got ARP, just the head bolts. I did not opt for the studs as they were not in the budget. Could probably, if you needed to save money, that would be a good place to save money. Just use a factory set of head bolts. They're $34.99. I believe for this motor, those were $150. The later style motors, I think the set of head bolts are something like $99. And here is the rocker. These are Summit brand bronze trunnions. They've got the snap rings, the snap rings, the bushings, and the trunnions. I wasn't real happy with the way these were packaged when I received them. This box had come open and they were all out in the bigger box. But everything cleaned up and was there. I just recommend Summit to tape that box shut. Then the last thing I believe that will be going in this motor is a set of Pack racing springs. Is the Beehive pack 12, 19, 16. These are good to 625 thousandths lift. And the spring rate, it's not real aggressive. I believe it's going to have about I figured it before I bought these, but I was looking at several different options. Don't exactly remember. I think it's somewhere around 350 or 60 pounds when they're open. I didn't want to get too aggressive with the spring rate, as I'm using stock push rod and stock lifters, trying to kind of match things up, yet control the valves as well as I can. I think these will go to 7,000 RPM. Really depends on the camshaft, but I don't think these will have a problem. 6,500 to 7,000. We'll have to see. I plan on spinning the motor somewhere in the 6,500 range. We kind of have to see how it makes power with that cam. Plan to install the cam straight up. I will degree it. I'll go through that process hopefully tomorrow morning. It's getting a little late on me tonight, but yep, that's pretty much everything that's going into this. Doesn't look like much. I mean, it's basically just a valve train upgrade with the supporting gaskets and things to swap the pickup to an oil pan. I mean, things to swap the oil pan so that it'll better fit in the Swamp Donkey. You can see here we're working. This is definitely not the cleanest place I've ever put a motor together. I mean, it's a little outbuilding. And for the garage here, we've got the it's actually a van box off of an enclosed trailer. You probably can't see it. Installed some lighting out here. Got the washing machine. So it serves as a garage and laundry room. But you can see you've seen me working out here in the previous videos, but now we're cleaning up the cylinder heads and got the block here covered up. It's always important, if you're not working on the block, to cover it up. You put a trash bag over it and just slide the rear cover over. Nothing can get into the cam tunnel. That'll be good until we can get it put together. Well, that's about it. I'm going to go get some rest. Come back out here tomorrow.
Thanks for watching, y'all. Please subscribe. There's going to be a ton more videos of the actual rebuild of the motor. They'll be coming, but slowly, because, y'all, we got some slow internet out here in the boondocks. It takes forever to upload one of these videos. But we're working on it. We're doing the best we can. Like, share, comment. Like I said, please subscribe. It really helps us. And we'll talk to y'all soon. Bye now.